look at this. It's actually got the menu of like a PS1 survival horror game. That is so cool, and it looks like just like before. It takes place on a normal suburban street in the middle of the night. The sun setting below the mountain that overlooks the town, clouds rolling overhead. And an ominous deep piano heralding the events of the night to come. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Gary's Mod. And today, the map we're going to be checking out is Break-In Redux, a long-awaited remake of a map I actually checked out all the way back when the channel was first taking off, that being simply Break-In, in which we play as a young kid staying home alone while our parents are out. Basically, we were tasked with doing our household chores while we were stalked and eventually attacked by a dark figure. In that, there were actually kind of multiple ways it could play out, multiple ways to survive, and even more ways to die. It was a lot of fun trying to puzzle out just what it was we were supposed to do in a small, self-contained environment. Look at that, the light just went on in the neighbor's house. And in fact, the sun went down in the background. This is so cool, and it's only just the menu. Alright, let's try it out. Multiplayer, single player, and free play. I wonder what the difference is in free play. Let's get started. 6:03. Just resting in our room. Hey bud, we're heading out for the night. There's some things we want you to do. We left you a list on the fridge. Look at that, there's animated cutscenes and dialogue and everything. They've even got this rug. Even squinting through the pixely graphics, everybody knows what this is. Now, before I had assumed us to be like a young teenager, but maybe we're even a little younger than that this time around. Now it's 9:30. I know that groggy feeling of awakening from a nap all alone in the house. Things are dark, maybe only a couple of lamps on. And it looks like it's quite a windy, chilly night as well. You know what? This is sort of reminding me of the vibe of Monster House a little bit. And I am here for it. It actually does make a sound to mess with this stuff. We can go in the closet, we can fiddle with the toy chest. That was one of the cool things about the original, was how a lot of the environment objects were interactive, and it seems like this is no different. We can even pick up our little toys and zoom all over the town. Why do we even need to do our chores? Our parents aren't here. Hey, Teddy. You're missing an eye and everything. We've got an Etch-a-Sketch. And we can turn the lights on and off. Okay, well, we probably should get to work, right? After all, the sooner we get this stuff done, the sooner we can get to playing games. This must be our parents' room. They got the big TV. Ooh. And a little safe with a padlock on it. Wonder if maybe they keep their gun in there? If that is the case, then that's something we're gonna want to keep in mind. They've got a walk-in as well. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for any potential hiding spots. They've got sunglasses. We turn the lights on and off in here, too. Here, we've got the bathroom. That must be one of our chores, probably to clean off the dirt on the mirror. Ah, it's all coming back to me. Like, it's so weird seeing the same basic thing, but have it be so much more refined. Oh my god, did a bird just hit the window or something? Now I kind of wish I had been looking to the left. Well, that's an ominous omen to start the night off. But hang on, I'm exploring my own house. So we can, in fact, hide in these cupboards. I'm just taking inventory. There's already a pretty weird stain in the bathtub. Who's calling at this hour? Oh, look at that. We can actually see up and over the railing. Hello? Huh, no one there.
King County Sheriff's Office, what's your emergency? Okay, stay calm. What's your address?
Hello?
We're sending an officer your way.
You're sending an officer? For what? And also, you called me. What's the deal? Huh. Also, King County? I mean, if Rick Grimes shows up, we're saved. Are they actually gonna send someone, or what? Oh well, we should probably have a look at our chores anyway. We need to clean the bathroom, do the laundry, clean my room, and pick up my toys. As for the kitchen, we need to do the counters, load the dishes, and the trash. Okay, let's set to work. Starting with our room. Oh, and what's in here? A closet. So the main thing I'm noting is that there are an awful lot of hiding places. And I remember the first time I played this, and it's even stronger now. I love the concept of being a kid home alone, because we're in a place that's so familiar and yet so atmospheric. It is cozy to be here, but the fact of being alone kind of has us peering into the dark corners, looking over our shoulder. It's a sense of freedom that we're probably not used to having, and it's a sense of freedom that I think anyone can relate to who's been in this situation. I mean, having parents go out for the night, it's like, yeah, I've got the place to myself, but I'm probably gonna bundle up in my room for the most part. If I do sit on the couch watching TV, maybe movies I'm not supposed to, I'll be glancing over my shoulder every 2 seconds. It really is like the epitome of creepy and comfy. Okay, there's our toys put away. Now we probably want to pick up the laundry, right? There we go. Oh, we gotta go one at a time. I see. I was picking up laundry before when I was fiddling around in the dark here. And the time does actually seem to be advancing at least a little. Any laundry that needs to be done here? No. But we do have to clean our bathroom. There we are. And there we are. I guess we're not worried about these dark red stains. Huh, this kid should be a crime scene cleaner. Look at that. We don't have a reflection, but the objects do. We're a family of vampires, that's the twist. Now, I wonder... Can I clean that? It's on the other side, so I don't imagine we'd be able to, but I still feel like trying. Did I accidentally hit that, or did... Okay, yeah, no, I probably hit it from a distance. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Okay, time to clean the kitchen. Now, these are probably... Yes, these are getting crossed off as we go. I still need to bring the laundry down, though. Just putting it away isn't enough. We've got responsibilities. Or wait, does that not work? How do we do the laundry? We can take this. Do we have to bring the basket down here? We never fully explored down here. Alright, there's a pantry. Here's the laundry room. Okay, this is what we need. There's also a radio. Is it going to inform us of a killer on the loose?
listening to LRNC for rock hits and local news. First things first, I'd like to say hello to all of our listeners out there and thank you for tuning in. It's been a wonderful past week with high temperatures throughout the day, but it seems like this weekend the days are going to get colder. So make sure you wear warm clothing and don't stay outside for too long. Our local library is still offering cards at a reduced price, so I pick one up while you can. There's some great benefits that come along with it. The motel murderer, as I began to call him, is still at large. Police have gathered that the assailant's vehicle is a black pickup truck. They are unsure of his intentions and motives, but if I had to guess, he isn't done yet. We really haven't gotten any news since this is such a new story, but we'll give out updates when we can. All I can say is, stay safe out there. And enjoy the rock.
Sure thing. Killer on the loose, huh? And we can actually step outside into the yard. Well, it's very, very dark out here. But we can do it. Listen to those atmospherics, the rustling of the branches, the whistling of the wind. I can practically feel the night air, I can smell it. This is a wonderful step up in atmospherics. Okay, let's start doing these laundry loads. In we go. I feel like I need to wedge myself into the corner. Did the doorbell just ring? I swear I just heard the doorbell ring. Is anyone out there? Can we see what's there? No? We can't open it ourselves. What's through here? This just goes around to the dining room. Okay, so what's to be done then? It's so weird how much this is coming back to me because it's just like a way more detailed version of the house from the first one. It's like a corrupted memory. Okay, there's a space under the stairs where we can hide, a closet. This place has got closet space out the wazoo. This laundry basket does not need to be here. This can just go under the table. Oh, huh, look at that, I took out the trash. So where does this go? Is there a bin? Probably front yard, right? Yes, okay. Huh. Really quiet out here. No cars going by or anything. No lights on in the neighboring windows. It's like I really am all alone on the block. That would make me a pretty tempting target, wouldn't it? Anyway, all this is satisfied as far as that goes. So now we just need to load the dishes. Oop. Nope, open up. We also need to clean the counters. You know what did I do with that sponge? Oh right, we put it over here. The thing is, as I'm going about my business, the radio has put ideas in my head that there's a killer lurking about, and now I can't help but notice just how many uncovered windows there are everywhere I look. There we go. It's the dread that starts to slowly set in when you're home alone that is so well captured by this. There we go. And there you go. That's another of our chores completed. Now we just have to load the dishes. Ah, here we are. They're in the sink. Okay, let's load them up one by one. Although, I seemingly keep putting this away by pressing E at the wrong time. There we go. There you go. And last one or second to last one? There you are. Chores all done. How I wish it were so easy. What is that? You're turning around right in front of us as if you're trying to get a good look into our kitchen window. You pulled right into our driveway. Okay, I'm assuming that was us, because I don't know how you would have managed that. I could hear you walking around. You just killed the power. We have a flashlight, but it's... I think you're on this floor. You're opening doors. I may be able to move. I got you if you were there! You were still downstairs? It sounded like you just moved right past the closet. Was it all a dream? Or do we just go back? No! Oh, we have to do all the chores again. I just realized you're there idling just in front of the house. Moving on when I notice you. If we get to the door quick enough after the doorbell rings, like this time I did chores in a different order. I actually just saw you run off into the night. So we were targeted long before you actually started your attack. See, it's at this point that I've realized, and I did up my volume at a certain point, I've been hearing strange things all around all night. I hadn't spotted anything, but it was happening. And that's what I love about this relatable horror. It has you just performing mundane tasks, and the horror sort of happens around you for you to notice or not.
They're unsure of his intentions and motives, but if I had to guess, he isn't done yet. We really haven't gotten
What
any news.
perfect horror timing.
Story, but we'll give out
You're probably gonna come in through there, right?
all I can say is, stay safe.
So I'm thinking,
Enjoy.
of course I can't go that way. What if I just hide under here? You cut the power, I hide under here. I'm foreseeing a couple of potential... Oh, come on, I'm stuck. I'm foreseeing a potential number of solutions, one of which is certainly the lockbox upstairs. You just broke something down. Maybe something that wasn't accessible before? Oh God, you're right there. You're right there! Oh my God! We can turn the pixelation off. I think I actually like it better this way. I really don't know if this needs to have that, like, faux PS1 look. I mean, I understand in the menu it was going for, like, a retro survival horror look, but look at how nice and detailed and atmospheric this house is. I prefer to take it in like this. Now the question is, what are we gonna do? Because I honestly can't tell where you are just in my headphones. Oh my God! Quite a few bugs in this early release. You just ran through the house and rang the doorbell. You are so bad at this. Oh, look at that. Wait. You actually ran up and climbed over the fence. That's actually really cool. What behaviors are you messing with right now? Well, I guess you're gone now. I'm assuming that the phone ringing when it did was a bug as well, so I'm thinking right now our best bet is probably going to be to try and make our way to the phone, right? There is a speedrun mode. I'm wondering what that actually does. Look at this, it even has its own tab for achievements, but it doesn't seem like we've unlocked that yet. Huh? Oh, it just started us right here. The way this works is extremely weird. Granted, this is not how a Garry's Mod map is normally done, so I'm sure there is a lot of trickery going on with scripting. This is just one of the most, like, bizarrely behaving maps I've ever seen. There we go. And there we go. Oops. The animation on this is kind of nuts. Like, we actually watch you tie the ribbons. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. My goal, at least the first time around, is going to be that phone. Let's just put you in there. Get an idea for what it is you see. Wow, the house really is just completely open, isn't it? What room is that up there? Is that the walk-in closet? Oh, weird for that to have a window. But you really can see us from anywhere. I can hear you making your way along the outside. I can just do that quickly. You disconnected the phone. You're gonna find me sooner or later. So where do I get the key? It's gotta be somewhere, right? I can't actually look around, though. Because it's a custom flashlight, all I have is dead ahead. This place isn't gonna last me forever. The door is open. I mean, if I can hear you there. If you move far enough away! You're there! But I can escape! I'm running! I'm running! I'm running! Look at you, you're not human. You just collapse on the floor in defeat. Well, that's one way of doing it. So I guess that's our first success. I think you were supposed to have gotten me, but in the end, I got the opportunity to run at least. Look at that. It's got credits and actually custom music and everything, so that's really cool. Actually, a fairly large playtesting team, too. But that is only one of several endings escaped. And that was always kind of the appeal of this, is that there were multiple ways out of it. The one I'm most interested in is how do we get at that safe? Let's see if we can take the trash out while you're still there. No, wait. You just won't let me. Okay, can't open the door during that event. Hey, you put me through the same thing over and over. I'm gonna start testing where I can break it. I knew this would be a thing. See, in the original, we could watch TV. Which makes this even creepier. See, this is the thing I would like to see more of, just stuff like this. Really fears to fathom this thing, you know? I mean, it's all here. That's actually kind of this thing's strength, is that all of it happens regardless of whether you're there to notice it. I mean, a decision as simple as coming to this window first to check if anyone was there rather than the one in the living room led to me not seeing him run away. You run through the backyard if we do the laundry last. Right, I'm gonna go for something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna make a run for the backyard. What happens if all this starts while I'm out here? I can watch you through the gap in the fence. Your car door even opens. There you are, you're coming this way. You've got to be back here to cut the power, right? Then you're gonna go back around the front. I can just open this. Meanwhile, you don't know I've already made it out. Nice ride. Can I take it? Well, it seems to me I've kind of got the run of the place now. You're not ever gonna find me. It just feels like you're gonna hear me. Can't get out that way, but we can... Yeah, no. We can just kind of listen to you going about your business out here, can't we? Here's the power box here. Imagine if we could actually restore it. Oh, this door's been completely knocked down now. Unfortunately! Oh my god. No, it looks like you actually are meant to have the opportunity to run. That's kind of cool. Okay, now we're leaving. Now there's no choice. Let's go. It seems like, no. Okay, so that wasn't a bug before. We actually are meant to have the opportunity to run. You're not just an instant death, so that's actually a huge improvement over the original. Although I'm not sure you're able to chase me outside. We just got the same ending again, though, out of necessity. There's gotta be something more we can do. I've just realized the garbage can opens up when you get close to it because you're stepping on the thing. Okay, you're gonna come around. And this time, I'm gonna try calling the police now before the power goes out.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
It doesn't work. What do you mean what do you mean 911 has been disconnected? Like, that's not what happens when the line is cut. Alright, the question now is, where is that key? Where does one get that key? It's gotta be around here somewhere. We're about to lose the power, though. I've turned the TV on for a comfy ambiance. And maybe the killer will appreciate some as well. There it goes. Where do I find this key? I have a very limited and unsurvivable window to look. We could try hiding with Bunny for a little bit, or Bear. Maybe the Etch-a-Sketch can save us somehow. Though I doubt it. We can stay hidden forever, but that's not really a solution. You're in the room. Or are you? Wait, it's just fading out. You'll actually give up after a while. We successfully stayed hidden. That was easier than I thought it would be. Well, I guess that's another way to do it, but the prize is still the gun. Ooh, and it sounds like it's a different song for this ending, too. That's simply the survive ending. Surviving in the house with a madman, or whatever that thing is. It's really interesting how the thing just kind of like falls to its knees if we escape the house. But of course, there's only one golden ending, and that's where we put a stop to it for good. Wonder what happens if we put a chair in your way. Oh, you just spotted me. You're gonna chase after me. And I guess not really care that much? Wow, that really worked. Ha! Yes, we can... Oh no, that only worked for a limited time and now I've nowhere to go. I don't think hiding is gonna help me here. Oh my god, that was... Okay, you're gonna get me now, but that was actually terrifying. Or you're gonna go in there. Or... Okay. Okay, screw you then. Oh my god. Oh my... You're like a sleep paralysis demon. You don't actually have an answer to me being on the bed, though, do you? Actually, the more I play, the more I'm realizing you don't have an answer to a lot of things. Actually, the way you move is simultaneously this mod's biggest detriment and its biggest improvement over the original. Because before, I'm pretty sure it was just like, okay, if you have like a cone of vision, and if you spot us, we're dead. Now, the way you pace yourself and move around is actually really cool. We have the opportunity to escape. We just don't really know how to interact with the environment. If only I had a gun, but I can't find that key. The key's behind the safe. I never would have found it if you hadn't done what you did, but it's too late now. I can't look down with a flashlight. Everybody knows, it's the first law of thermodynamics. You can't look down with a flashlight. But we can grab it earlier. What happens if we wait out here with the trash as the last chore? Can we just be here to see you arrive? No, we've got to go inside, okay. Alright. I'm ready for you. I heard your story on the radio. I've been paranoid and prepared all night. I've gotten the humiliations on you. Look at this, the camera's even at a higher angle if we're upstairs. This game has so much jank, and it has so many things that are kind of neat. Here, come on. Gimme. Give key. There we go. We don't need Rick Grimes. We are Rick Grimes. Second that power goes out. You're walking around now to kill the power. There's a couple ways we can play this. The light is like offset. The light is offset. Okay, we just need to... I just need to center the screen then and hope that you're aiming the right way, which is annoying. Look at that, you actually just slump against the ground. That had some kick to it. That was really satisfying with your ragdoll physics. I mean, it feels like there's an explosion in my hands. I feel the recoil and you just drop. And there's weight to your body as well. Okay, that one takes the most doing, but it is doable. This is, I'll be honest, I probably had more bugs than the first one, but this was a lot more enjoyable than the first one in a lot of ways because it was less frustrating. There's a lot more like give in the mechanics. It feels less like you're trying to avoid a bunch of instant death triggers. It seems like calling the police is not an option. However, we can be the police, and there's only one more thing I want to do, and that's come up with even more humiliating ways to kill you. Oh, there comes the car. Okay. In the original, you could overlap events by being fast enough. Can we do that now? We can't. We can't because it just stops the previous event. And, oh, this one.
Now listening to LRNC for Rocket and local news.
Oh my god, you're right there. Okay, well, we gotcha. And died. Simultaneously. I guess it counts as a death. We really can just grab the gun right from the get-go. But now it's an issue of, I want to do this funny thing. And I hope it's gonna let me do this funny thing. Okay, what if we're in the backyard when it fades out? Will it allow it? It will. It skips the cutscene. It'll show up. It'll fade again. At this point, I'm just doing the same thing I did the first time, which is finding all the fun ways I can break it. Oh, you spotted me from there. Okie dokie. Well, if you want to come back here, I'm ready. Or maybe... Oh, you will still kill the power. Here you come. Hey, I just caught you, Look at that! Haha! You're glitching out and I'm shooting you as you run through as a shadow man. You do have blood effects. But the other you should be arriving right at this moment. Man, you gotta go. You're gonna create a time paradox. Okay, this time I'm gonna stay far back. Let you do your thing. So it seems... There you go. Never even got in the house. Now, I don't really feel like playing this a bunch more times trying to get it to work. What I was hoping to do was do like I did before, peek you on the porch and just kind of shoot you in the side of the head as you wait to break the door down. Now that would be a twist. But I suppose that possibility is there. It's so funny because in the jankiness, in the amount of ways it gives you to survive this like small situation, it gives a lot of room for creativity in how to break it. And that's probably like the most fun thing about it. But it's basically, it is a true remake. It's the exact same thing as before, but just a little bit better. A little bit better in terms of the environments and the options it gives you, the different ways to play it, and probably most of all to the killer himself. He's a lot more fleshed out, he's a lot more scary. It could still definitely use some bug fixing and refinement, although I wonder to what extent that's even possible within the limitations of Gary's mod. But I've got to say, it just nails that domestic horror. Like, after a while, yes, you're just trying to figure out different ways to go about it, and it becomes more mechanics-based and less scary, and you can start to tell after a while that it's built for that. Like the chores, you can spend a while on them if you immerse yourself in the atmosphere that the mod gives you. But it's also built so that you can really easily speedrun it. They've even added a mode so that you can take advantage of that. Like, I'll always just love the idea of being vulnerable in my own home. I mean, we can do stuff like watch TV and listen to music and just kind of lounge around. It's a very fleshed out environment. And I'll just always love the relatable horror of being in our own home while events plague us throughout our daily routine. I wonder what this would be like in multiplayer, but I'll tell you what we can check out is what the free play mode is like. Oh, we seem to have infinite health. We still have to do our chores. We do have a crosshair now, and we're a lot faster.
We're sending an officer your way. Possible 1070 across 38 at 400 Broad Street. Truck circling neighborhood.
Oh wait, I think I see. I think I see now. It wasn't a bug hearing that message. I think it was because I used the phone before the line gets cut. That's why it happened. In free mode, I can't see the revolver at all. That may be a bug. Oh, wait. I can no-clip in free mode. I can chase you down. Oh, we're out of ammo. And he won't take me with him. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, you better run. Oh my god. Oh, I killed him. I killed the event man. Oh, and it counts. It actually counts. I mean, granted, I had to like no clip and do nonsense to get that, but still. It doesn't even tell us an ending name for that. Dude, I had such a blast with this. It's definitely one of the more produced horror maps in Garry's Mod, and if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this mod out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.